you live this life or walk this road, then you can talk shit. Gambling with my life, but I refuse to go for nonsense. This the life I chose, this all I know, ain't many options. Vow to tell the truth, I make the rules like I'm Fleece Johnson.
Hey, what's up? This is Big Lee with Hustler Spirit. We're in a cold room right now, but we making do. What's up, Fleece?
How you doing, big bro?
Doing good. We're gonna hurry and get through this one. So, as we talk about these prison stories, it seems like it's almost impossible not to pick up extra time, since whoever's involved in the fight actually gets rolled up or sent to the hole. Is it any way to avoid?
No, it's not. You can't avoid it. I ain't been to every prison in the United States, but in my state, Kentucky, like if you get in a regular fight, you get 15 days in a hole. You get into a fight where you break a jaw, that's 45 days. Anything, any injury above a jaw breaking, you go in the outside court and you're going to get some more time added to your sentence. More prison time. I only had 10 years, man. So I'm in a prison where you go in prison, man, people tell you, man, you go in there and keep your mouth shut. Ain't nobody going to bother you. That's bull crap. Yes, they will bother you. They'll bother you more being quiet than they would if you went in there talking gangster, right? They gonna sit down on the quiet ones, right? That's what they do now because they think you're quiet because you're scared. And all you trying to do, man, is get out, man. You don't talk to your people on the phone, your loved ones, and if you got kids, they want to know when they daddy coming home, or they mama, when y'all coming home. And then why you locked up. If you get in trouble, man, every fight or incident you have in there, it's going to set you back on getting out sooner, right? And you know that. And you try to go through, respect everybody and all that. And you bending over backwards. Somebody will say something smart to you, you let it go. But then when you finally do fight, man, you let out such a steam and rage. Next day, you in outside court. And I remember the first time I picked up, it was 3 years. But man, when I get on the phone and talk to my mama, she said, how you doing, honey? I said, Mama, they just gave me 3 more years. She said, for what? I told her, man, what I did. I bust this dude's head. So now my mama's upset. So I'm like, damn. But I start feeling like this. You know what? I picked up that 3 years. But boy, I'm not playing no more with them. I'm going to really put them up under it. I'm putting them in the ground, the next ones. They can mess with me if they want to in here, right? I got something for them. But I'm thinking I'm doing everything right. And really, if I had to go back and do it all over, I will.
What would you do over?
Nothing. Probably worse, right? I'll be a little worse, right? In the way that I responded. So you start realizing you picking up time, man. You're going to have to fight in prison. It ain't no get around nothing. You go to prison, you're going to fight. You going to fight or you going to give it up. Even if you fight, they still give it up. But I'm saying, man, when I sit back and think about that, the emotions that runs through my body now, I'm out here in the streets, an old man. Still got a decent body. Still got some of my 20 looks and stuff, right? But what gets me is that I done got old. And I still got that young spirit in me. It was just like, to me, it was like last month that I was still 14 coming into the system, right? Next thing I know, all this stuff changed, man. I said, what year is it? It's 2014. said, God. But I still felt that young thing in me. You know, my mind ain't really, you know, I did a lot of reading and stuff and, you know, elevated my mind, my mental state, but who wants to go through that, man?
What, let me ask you a question. Why do guys act like they're smarter when they get out of prison than the people that's been out here the whole time?
Well, that's just like asking why do a pig, when you clean it up, run back to the slop?
Mm.
You know, it's the same thing. It's their nature. Some people's nature, man, will remain until they change their beliefs, right? If you keep them same beliefs, you're gonna stay the same person. You know, you're not gonna change until you change your belief. The way that your mind is programmed to respond to whatever it is that you respond to. You know, like whether it be somebody tell you, like, you got some people when they go look for a job out of being there before. People say, no, we can't hire you. Some people be like, that's it, I'm done. I'm going out here and steal, I'm going out here to do this and that. Go look for another one. If you can't get it, look for another one. Sooner or later, you'll run across somebody that'll give you a job under the table. Man, help me out with this, cleaning this, doing this, and then you work your way from there, right? So, I've been through all that, but here's what troubles me. I had no idea when I went to prison that I was going to do all that fighting. I seen times, man, where I didn't want to fight. I had somebody hollering at me when the doors open in the morning, Fleece. When the doors open up in the morning, be ready. Man, I sent notes and everything to this guy. I said, look, bro, I don't want to fight you, man. You know, what you want to fight over, to me, it ain't worth fighting over. I don't mind getting up, saying it loud. I don't have to write a note. I can say that in the open. I don't want to fight you, bro.
So you try to avoid fights at first?
I tried my damnedest to avoid it, but when you start trying to avoid stuff,
they come harder.
Yeah, see the people you talking to, he's feeling it. He wants to let it go too, but if somebody whispered in his ear, hey, bro, don't let him out of this, man. Don't let you gave your word. You gonna whoop him, man. Whoop him. You know, I ain't got no respect for you. You don't. No, they tell him that stuff. So, I said, man, you gonna write me back? No rap. So I know it's on, right? I said, boy.
You don't sleep well at night, do you?
No, I slept good.
Oh, okay.
I just made my weapon. You know, I made a weapon I was gonna make. I said, he brought this on himself, man.
What kind of weapon you make?
Man, I took the, usually I take the toilet, turn it off the floor and break it, and take it porcelain. Mm-hmm. But I like the sink better because it's cast iron, right? And I broke the sink, and it came out in the shape of a knife. It's just cast iron. I ain't even have to sharpen it or nothing. Just wrap a rag around it. I got a handle now. So I said, I tried to give him a break, right? And I took another piece. I said, I'm going to make a hog hammer. I took another piece, wrapped it up in a sheet, tied a string around over where it had like a hammer head, and then I made a handle. So I said, I'm going to slap him with this and stick him, right?
So the handle's made out of the sheet wrapped around.
Yeah, but I had it so thick, man. It was a good one. It was a good. So we came out. Everybody know we gonna fight on the wall. Dude claimed he got a weapon. I got that hog hammer, and I put some length on it like that, arm length, right? Cause this is what's gonna get him. You know, when I swing at him, I'm gonna be at a distance where if he swing, he still can't get me, but I can get him.
Where you learn that at? This time in prison?
Yeah, you got to learn strategy, man. Fear produced all my strategy. I always had a fear in me. I ain't gonna lie. Am I afraid of? Yeah, I am terrified to let somebody get me on the ground and stomp me out, man. It has always troubled me. Get me in the wrong chokehold. Cause you get on the ground, they ain't gonna stop. They gonna stomp you out. beat you out. And I had a fear of it. I said, boy, that fear was so deep in me, and it's good to have it in you.
Yeah.
And because it caused me, when I fight, I'm fighting to win, bro. I ain't fighting to give you a chance to do nothing harmful to me. You know, and so when we came out of our cell, here he come. Everybody leaned up against the bar. He said, man, he had his shirt off too. He had a little knife thing about this big. He didn't know what I had. I said, come on, man. I tried to talk to you. He said, no, it's too late for that. I was like, all right, let me give you something to take back with you. Like, let me feed you right now. You know, you're hungry. He said, yeah, I'm hungry for you. I'm hungry for you now. Man, I took that hog hammer. When he tried to swing, I hit him in the arm. At first lick broke his arm. He dropped the thing, now he trying to run. I'm right behind him. He ain't getting off his walk, bro. I sprang into action. I'm right behind him. Pop, pop, pop. He hit the ground, and I started sticking him. You know, but you know what? I ain't want to kill him, man.
Who stopped you?
I stopped myself. Ain't nobody gonna break. I dare somebody to try to stop one of my fights, and I dare you. I dare you. I don't care if you call yourself a good friend of mine. You better not ever grab me when I'm fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody.
Has anybody ever tried?
Nobody. Yeah, the guards. I had one inmate. Speaking of an inmate, it was in the Grange. I'm fighting somebody, my cousin. Well, he ain't my cousin. We call him cousin.
With John Sanders?
Yeah. He's in there messing with some young guy, talking about you a rat. So I got so sick of him. I said, man, why you calling him? I said, you ratted on me. That's why I'm locked up, man. And he stole me in the face. Everybody broke it up. I said, man, y'all cousins don't fight. Now, the dude that stepped in the way, I had to get him later, right? No, you ain't nobody gonna pop me in the face and you gonna break it up. No, I don't care. So when he came back for, to keep it going, I went on and beat him down, man. Then when we get out of the hole, I almost killed him. That's why they sent me to Eddyville. But you know what?
What you do to him?
Oh, we were sitting on the bed and the guards there. You thinking guards would try to stop people from fighting? They want you to fight or not. They want to see blood. When we get out of the hole, they supposed to separate us. They put us in the same dormitory again. We was in the same wing. I'm in the middle. He's always in the back. Somebody said, "Watch out, Fleece." He had a pipe. I grabbed a pillow, and he swung, and I rushed it. Now I know he's stronger than me. I can't out wrestle him. I want to get that pipe out of his hand first. I know I got more speed. I got more knockout power, but as far as wrestling, he'll get me. So he wanted to do a lot of wrestling. At first, I didn't think I was going to get it out of his hand, and I bit him. And when he let that thing go, that pipe, and it was out of his reach to grab it, I come up off of him, because I know I can't do nothing with, in the wrestling. So when I broke that wrestling hole, my speed, man, was just like, ain't nothing he could do. He taking punches, man. Take your lumps and let me stomp you out, right? So, but here's the thing, though. Going to prison. Everybody that goes to prison want to get out. Your loved ones want to get out. No matter what they done, they want out. But when you go to prison, it's hard to get out. Easy to get in, hard to get out. I'm talking about, man, what you got to go through in there. And I made it out, And people keep asking me. Let me tell you the main reason I know how I made it out. See, when you go to prison, you got to know the layout. That's the first thing.
Well, of the prison,
you got to know the prison layout, the routine, everybody's routine. And then you got to decide from there on how you going to fit in this type of community, right? It's prison society. And white people, the racists, I want people to know this. And you can say what you want to say about white people. My main friends in that prison was the racist white people you ever know. Hate blacks. They like me. Why do they like me? Because I fought the Gores, man. These is white boys that didn't like polices. They don't like rats. They don't like baby rapers.
So they didn't like other races, but they hated the Gores.
They hated the Gores more than they hate any race. And they see me fighting them Gores all the time and stuff, right? And they had respect for me. That's why when I was getting all that weed, I walked down to the table. I said, how y'all doing, my clan brothers? They say, Fleece Johnson, what you got? I said, man, you know what I got. And I'll sell them some. I'll smoke some with them. You know. And I broke the color lines. I broke all that stuff in there. And I made it possible where white people and black people can talk, walk the yard together, be in the same cell together. That came through my fight. It didn't came through no prison reform, changes in administration. It came from me. That's what I pressed toward, you know. And people used to tell me, man, why you sat around them white boys, man? You know they hate. Look, let me tell y'all something. Everybody in them gangs is led by somebody. That's what a gang. Every gang got a leader. Do you not understand it? Every gang, I don't care if every gang, every army, every mob, every clique has a leader that the people follows. They follow. Now the people that follow the leader, they follow his belief. What he believed in. What he said everybody in his group should believe in. Y'all following somebody else's belief. You know, and them white boys in there that everybody call racist, they are following the belief of the leader who is actually racist. But he following the belief of somebody that was racist before him. They taught him all that. But in their heart, they not, man. Them same white boys, them racist ones, I'm talking about skinheads. They had a pride thing that can't no black person whoop them, beat them. You better not let a black person do nothing. They had that type of pride in them. But here I am, a black man, that they would give a shirt off their back to. They would give, I can walk up to the end of them and say, hey man, I need 100, bro. You got that, Fleece Johnson? And I get it. So the respect I got in prison, I fought for and I earned that. That's based on my fighting abilities. But a lot of people ain't that lucky when they go to prison. A lot of people don't have the ability to go in there and be their own man. You know, everybody go to prison, they want to join a gang, join a religious group, anything for protection to keep people off of them. I went in there with like, what's up? Y'all want to mingle? I'll mingle. Y'all want to fight? I'll fight. I'm not going to lay down or nothing. And if I do sex, I'm going to do it because I want to do it. Ain't nobody made me do nothing. So, here's the point. I'm laying in that prison, and next thing you know, I picked up some more time. Called my mama, same thing. Next thing you know, don't nobody want to associate with me out the streets. They say, you don't want out. It ain't that I don't want out, man. I'm in a situation where I got to fight my way out. What you mean I don't want out? What do you want me to do? Lay down in her? Let these people in here kill me? The guards is trying to kill me. Now I'm fighting all these groups and stuff in there. I'm fighting alone. You know, I'm fighting alone. Man, I've been on walks where everybody, like, I had a fight with the, what they call themselves. They ain't Crips or Bloods. They call themselves, Vice Wars. I had a fight with them. I whooped the leader. Here comes the followers. Tell Fleece Johnson, man, we want to see him when the door's open. I said, I heard you. I'll be there. And I was there. And I fought. But you know, I get my respect like that. Then all them white people in there, they be like, man, they like me. Because I stood up for my... Then all the guards that was beating the inmates half to death, when they see me fighting them back. And when I fight, let me tell you what I do. My number one strategy to win my battles was to start at the top. I don't like to start at the bottom. I don't like to work my way through a group of people just to get to the leader, right? I better go to the leader from the beginning, right? The one that they follow. If I whoop him, put him to shame, make him scream and cry, his followers will back up. But if I fight the followers first, I gotta fight each one of them.
That sounds like some experience.
Yeah, a lot of experience. And I fought. So that's why I got my respect. That's how I survived. People say, I don't know how he made it in there. Man, I fought. And I had help. You know, I had help in there from God, from white people, from sometimes black. You know, but I hung alone, man. But there was times, man, that a lot of situations came up. And I lived in the shadow of death, man, for over 15, 20 years. The shadow of death. You know what? Death was always knocking on my door, man. Every day I wake up, I got to worry about being killed today. You know, and they was pressing. They was trying to get me, but I was defeating them, man. And I was using strategy. I had strategy, man. And the people, like I said, the people I was fighting, they were stronger than me. These people were stronger than me. And plus, they had backup. It was just me by myself. But I invented a strategy to defeat those that came against me. And as a matter of fact, let me introduce myself. Fleece. Now, I don't know about you, but the definition of my name in Hebrew means to destroy the enemy. Whoever your enemy is, the fleece gonna destroy it. That's my name by definition. The original definition of fleece. Look it up. Hebrew and Greek. In Hebrew, it means to destroy the enemy. It don't matter who my enemy is. If I fight you, I'm going to destroy you. If that power and gift was given to me from heaven, whoever I go up against, you know, I'm one man, poor, ain't got no money, ain't got nothing, ain't got no backup, ain't got no lawyers, ain't got no gang or crew. How is it that I won all them battles? How is it that I won all them battles, made it through all that I went through, fighting the way I did? Because my name is Fleece. And like I said, by definition, I was given that name from heaven, Fleece. It means to destroy the enemy. Get you a Hebrew dictionary and look it up. So,
when did you find out the meaning of your name?
Well, I found out the meaning of my name when I was in prison. I said I was in prison about 30-something years, though. You know, I'm still doing my religious research and stuff like that. I had a Strong's dictionary. Strong. That's the leading dictionary, religious dictionary, Strong. And I had a big one. And I went back and I did all my research on my name. You know, I done already did my ancestry stuff. So I'm trying to figure out more about me because I'm doing things that's surprising me. I got gifts and stuff coming out of me that I didn't even know I possessed. You know. And I'm trying to figure me out. You know, I'm trying to learn me more than I'm learning weaknesses and stuff of my enemies that I'm fighting. And so it was doing my research, man, that I discovered, man, you know, my name. Because names back in the biblical times, you give a name, it's supposed to represent who you're going to be in life. You know, it's supposed to represent all your trials, tribulations, journeys in life. Your name's supposed to be attached to it, you know. And back then, ladies was able the Hebrew ladies, I don't know about anybody else, they was able to look down on their child at birth and tell if he's going to be a godly son. At birth, they can see it in it. You know, that was a gift they was given, right? I guess delivery of kids nowadays, they just deliver them. They don't have that insight, perception on the child before it's even learned to speak. But I learned that about me, and when I take into consideration all the things I did in life, from fighting a wolf as a child, all this stuff happened as a kid. A wolf. Defeating that, standing up to my parents, saying I ain't gonna cry no more when I get whoopings. I took beatings. Welts all over my neck, arm, back, everything. Blood everywhere. Came out of the hospital, told my parents I'm ready for round 2. They said, you don't get whoopings no more. And then when I think about all the juvenile prisons, detentions I've been in, every one I left out of, they shut it down. I thought. Then when I think about when they said juvenile can't take him no more, let's send him to prison. When I think about that police that stuck that gun through that car, and I'm laying on the front seat and watch him empty his gun. Bah, bah, bah. It's the nighttime. I'm watching the fire shoot and didn't know bullets hit me. And the way they shot that car up, it made the front page of the Courier Journal newspaper. You can get that article if you tell them 1974. So, and everything I went through in life, breaking handcuffs, all the 21 days without eating, added up. And then I'm fighting all these battles, and I'm being put in dungeons. I'm being put in situations that people previously been put in, didn't survive. They died in it. I broke records. Even in segregation, the longest a person ever spent there without going crazy was like 3 years. I spent 12 years in it and changed the whole thing. You go to that segregation now, you're going to get respected based on me. And then you take everything I've been through, man. I've been through so much. And yeah, it's attached to my name.
Let me ask you a question. You've been out a while now. Is there anything you still do that you did when you was in prison?
Yeah. There's a lot of things that I still do. Like, I get bored. But I don't go out. I don't do that. I sometimes get angry over things, and I see it slipping up on me, and I got to check myself on my angle, right? Because that's what destroyed me the last time almost, is letting myself become who I was fighting. Do y'all understand that? I mean, if I'm fighting somebody, and I say I'm fighting you because you spit on me. So what I'm saying is, if you spit on something, you're a bad person. But when I fight you, I bust your head, I stab you, I spit back on you, even pee on you. I done showed that I done did more to you than you did to me, so really, I'm worse than you. I done let you make me become who you are. So I'm out here guarding myself out in the streets, right? I run into problems out here from people with attitudes, want to run their mouth. So I ask myself, if I bite, why should I allow that person to make me become who they are? I like who they are. I'd rather not fight you back. You know, you got to fight an attitude, keep it. I fight when I got to, and I feel for people who force it out of me. Like I said, I wouldn't wish me on my worst enemy. But I don't want to fight no more because I fight to win. I don't fight to lose. I'd rather not fight you. You know, and I seen her in my city. I can't even sit in the car long enough. If I park a car, I get out. I get out. I don't say that because they're killing people in cars. They killing now professionally. They are killing people like assassins in Louisville, Kentucky. Like assassins, where every time somebody get killed, police don't know nothing. They don't know who did it, ain't got a clue. Ain't nobody seen nothing. They doing it professionally, right? And so they learn it. And that profession of killing is coming from them politicians. Let's get tough on crime. People scared now. They know they gonna go out here and they gonna steal, they gonna do what they do. But they know if they get caught, boy, they facing a whole lot of time. So to avoid that, they kill. So that was one of the first things I seen, man, in another prison, man. As a dude, I'm looking out the door, dude pulled a big knife out, picked this dude up and slammed him. Said, I'm hungry, nigga. Nigga, I told you I'm hungry, nigga. Nigga, I need some money. You can get that dope, nigga. I need all that stuff. And dude was out there, I told you I gave you some, man. He said, man, I'm hungry. I ain't got no money to pay for this weed or dope or nothing, man. Dude gave him everything. And my cell phone, he said, man, he ain't gonna stab him, man. He just putting fear in him. I seen that a whole lot. People having weapons pulled on them, slammed to the ground, and threatened. And I seen some actually get stabbed to death. Then you go in your cell. And I'm saying, you know, I done seen this, right? I've seen that man get stabbed to death. I get his head bust, his brains laying out. So I'm laying in my cell looking at it up at the ceiling, man. I'm running it all through my, I got a visual of all this. It just happened. This is where I'm at, man. I tell myself, oh my God. Man, he killed that dude like, again, everybody want to talk. Hey, Fleece, I said, man, I ain't got no rap, bro. All right, man, I'll talk to you later. I said, all right. But I'm laying and I meditate on this, and I tell myself, it ain't going to happen to me. Boy, if I even get a saying that you don't like me, we're going to deal with that right on the spot. I don't let an argument, a bad remark, or nothing go unchallenged. I want to know what's there. Knowing what's there could save my life. People say, man, you paranoid. I said, yeah, I am. That's what keeps me alive. Keeps me on the go, keep me on the edge, make me watch my back. But let me tell you, man, it's a nightmare. You know, you got to deal with this every day, almost. Somebody gonna get stabbed, piped, real bad. You got to keep your eyes open. You got to be on your guard. Can't let your guard down in prison, man. I got to the point, though, I fought so much, I ain't gonna lie to you. I got to the point that I wanted to fight. I fought so much that now I want to fight. I wanted to. You know, and I seen what he was doing.
Even though it's no air time on.
Even though it was air time, I looked at it like this. I got a lot of enemies I done made that a lot of them that I did have is now my friends. I done fought them to friendship. See, you can keep fighting. If you win, even your enemy's gonna become you. They ain't gonna want to fight you or be your enemy no more. After you done won all these battles and victories. Everybody wanna be cool with you. You get a free pass on anything. And just like me, I can go have gay sex. There ain't nobody even gonna say nothing about it. That's Fleece Johnson. He can do that. No, I can't. You know, if I do it, put it on the street. Get on the phone, let everybody know he's gay. That's the way to do it, you know. But people were scared to do that with me, though. I had to tell my own people. I had to call my mama and tell my daddy in the letter that I was involved in some gay stuff. And cause people were scared to get on the phone. You know, usually when we bust them out in prison, people get on their telephone. You won't believe it. So-and-so, yeah, he's in the game. And everybody be on the streets, be all over. But you know what? They didn't do me like that because you know why? They wasn't really actually good respect. People knew, they appreciated me in that prison. I kept things going. I kept the weed. I kept the whiskey. If I'm anywhere in that prison, they know they got cigarettes because Kentucky stopped smoking in their prison system. But I had plenty of weed, plenty of smoke, plenty of it, all the time. The people love me for that. Fleece Johnson. But I was taking some, I put my life on hold, though. And I saved a lot of people, man. But I tell you, man, I spent many days, man, wishing I wasn't even in that prison, man. Regretting getting out of here trying to be a gangster, right? Only thing I knew about a gangster is what I seen on TV. In them gangster movies. Al Capone, John Gotti, and all that old stuff. But I lived that life, though.
Hey, Fleece, somebody did that much time, man. I don't think we really talk enough about the mental fatigue out of the emotional roller coaster that you're on a day-to-day basis. Explain that to us. How do you deal with the emotions of doing that much time in prison, getting out here struggling, and keeping yourself from going back?
It's hard. Like I said, I changed my belief system, man. But it's hard. A lot of stuff. I mean, think about it. I'm the type of person, like I told you, I do piss, I do duty, I cut, I stabbed, I piped, I went into the gay thing, I had sex with people, they had sex with me. I kissed men, I did all this stuff, man. I stole, I was this corrupt, in all them battles and stuff I fought, and all the nasty situations. I'm in cells packed with duty and the smell, and to get out of prison, a changed man, right, so to speak. You know, I could change back at will, though. But I choose to be changed, right? But I get out of prison, man, and it was hard. You know, I'm facing all this stuff out here. People like, you the booty man. You rape people. You did this and that. I'm like, what they talking about? You know, and I try to forget penitentiary when I get out of prison. Leave that stuff in there. Be a decent man. But I'm out here now with all this stuff on the internet. They said he was a raper. He was taking people's butt. He was doing... And it's enough to make you want to clock out. Especially when you know you did all that. And you trying to forget what you went through because they did stuff to me in that prison that I try to forget. You know, they were so angry and did me so filthy. How would you like it when you get your food tray brought to you and the girl slap it on your door and your food scattered all over the walls, floor, all over the toilet? You in a dirty cell anyway. So, what you do? I'm telling you what I did. I knew one thing. If I'm going to survive, you better get that off the wall, scrape it off the wall, scrape it off the floor, even though dirt and dust and all that stuff is in it. Eat it. And I ate it. But you know what? I hated them, man. I hate, man, my emotion is, boy, I never had nobody throw my food like this, man. Throw my food, man. I'm in a cell that is the dirtiest. Hey, let me tell you something. All this stuff that happened to me, there's some worse things happened to me. Went back to guard, they took the can of mace and stuck it up my butt and sprayed it. Up in my butt. You think I don't want to try to forget that stuff? It's the nightmare stuff. It's the stuff that I say, man, I don't even want to think about this. I don't even want to think about what I just went through. But I get out here in society, in a place where everybody says it's supposed to be wonderful, better than prison, all this stuff. And I got everybody out in society think I was a raper. These people that I done defeated, the prison administration, corrections department, and all the battles and stuff, yeah, I fought them back nasty. I became nasty in the army. Nasty. Rotten. I became the animal that they treated me as. That's what I became. You treat me like one, I'm going to be one, and I'm going to bite you. And I did. I sent them all away from my cell covered in duty. Pee, spit on them, tacked them, whatever. This is what y'all turned me into. And as far as the gay stuff, when I got involved in that, I did what I wanted to do. And so when I got to the point where I changed my life, like I said, I met two people in prison. I met God and the devil. That ain't no joke. You do evil long enough, you're gonna run into both of them. You just keep on doing the corrupt stuff, your sinning and all, you're gonna run into God or the devil sooner or later. I ran into both. So I'm sitting there filthy. Dirty, filthy. Only thing come out of my mouth is cussing, screaming, throwing duty, peeing, spitting, wanting to fight or tear up everything. I'm gone. I'm set, man. I'm committed to being filthy. When I ran into God and Jesus, I started changing, man. And when I hit out here in society, I didn't want to think about this stuff after. About what I just left from. You think I want to sit out here and think about all that stuff I did, you know? I wanted to just live a life, man. I ain't out here kissing nobody's butt, don't want nobody to kiss man's, right? But all this stuff on the internet woke me back up. It woke me back up. He's a raper, and I ain't did none of that. So, man, I'm forced to get on here and talk to y'all, man.